Welcome to Vietnam, a land of surprises and stunning contrasts. Vietnam is one of the most fascinating countries in all of Asia, blending ancient traditions with rapid modern growth. From the bustling streets of Hanoi to the serene beauty of Ha Long Bay, Vietnam is full of unforgettable experiences. This is a country where every meal is a culinary adventure and every village tells a different story. With its rich history, vibrant culture, and breathtaking landscapes, Vietnam continues to capture the hearts of travelers worldwide. Whether you're exploring ancient temples, cruising through rice paddies, or relaxing on white sand beaches, there's something magical here for everyone. Beyond the postcard views, Vietnam's unique customs and way of life will leave you speechless. It's a place where old meets new in the most unexpected ways. In today's video, we're diving into 15 mind-blowing facts about Vietnam that will change the way you see this country forever. You're watching Taste the World with Thomas. If you enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible travel documentaries. 1. Vietnam's S-shape, a country like no other. Vietnam's shape is unlike any other country in the world. It stretches down the eastern coast of Southeast Asia in a long, narrow S-curve. This unique geography gives Vietnam an incredible variety of landscapes, from towering mountains in the north to tropical beaches in the south. Despite being just over 1,000 miles long, the country is only about 30 miles wide in some places. This creates a stunning contrast between coastlines, cities, and highlands all within short distances. It also means the weather can be drastically different from one end of the country to the other. The S-shape plays a big role in the country's identity and has even influenced its culture, cuisine, and transportation. Traveling from north to south feels like exploring several countries in one journey. Vietnam's layout makes it a dream for road trips, train rides, and scenic motorbike adventures. It's not just a shape on the map, it's the backbone of a rich and diverse nation. What do you think about Vietnam's one-of-a-kind form? Let us know in the comments. 2. The grace and strength of Vietnamese women. Vietnamese women are known around the world for their natural beauty, elegance, and quiet strength. From traditional áo-dyed dresses to modern fashion, they carry themselves with grace and pride. But their beauty goes far beyond looks. They play a powerful role in society, business, and family life. Many Vietnamese women are leaders, entrepreneurs, and the heart of their communities. In rural areas, they work side by side with men in the fields, markets, and homes. In cities, they dominate industries like fashion, food, and education. Their resilience, especially during difficult times in Vietnam's history, is deeply respected. Whether raising families or running businesses, they're a symbol of dedication and dignity. Visitors often find themselves inspired by their warmth, intelligence, and hospitality. Have you ever met someone from Vietnam who left a strong impression? Share your story in the comments. 3. Motorbike Nation, the craziest traffic in the world? If you've ever been to Vietnam, you'll never forget the sea of motorbikes that fills the streets. In fact, there are over 50 million motorbikes in the country. More than half the population owns one. In cities like Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi, traffic seems chaotic, but somehow it works. Families of 4 riding one bike, food deliveries stacked sky high, and tourists clutching their helmets. It's all part of daily life. Motorbikes aren't just a way to get around, they're a part of Vietnamese culture. They're used for work, school, dating, shopping, and even weddings. And believe it or not, crossing the street in Vietnam takes real courage, as you have to walk slowly into the flow of bikes and trust they'll move around you. Despite the madness, there's a strange harmony in the chaos. It's an experience that every traveler talks about long after they leave. Would you dare ride a motorbike in Vietnam? 4. Legal in Vietnam, but totally bizarre elsewhere. Vietnam has its own set of laws and social norms, and some things that are perfectly legal here would raise eyebrows, or even get you arrested, in other countries. For example, it's not unusual to see people gambling in small alleyway games, even though official casinos are restricted. Public drinking is widely accepted, and it's common to find sidewalk bars buzzing late into the night. You might also be surprised that locals eat exotic animals like snakes, frogs, and even dog meat, though that practice is slowly fading. In some rural areas, child marriage and arranged marriages are still practiced under traditional laws, even if they conflict with modern Vietnamese law. It's also legal to drive barefoot, ride motorbikes without shoes, or transport just about anything on two wheels, literally anything. These practices may seem strange to visitors but are deeply tied to the country's culture and way of life. In Vietnam, the line between legal and unusual is often blurred by tradition and practicality. It's part of what makes the country so unique, and so surprising. What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen that was totally normal somewhere else? 5. Hidden tribes, the mysterious customs of Vietnam's ethnic minorities. Vietnam is home to 54 officially recognized ethnic groups, each with its own language, dress, rituals, and traditions. While the majority Kin people dominate city life, many ethnic minorities live in remote mountain regions, largely untouched by modern development. In villages like those of the Hmong, Dao, and Tay people, ancient customs still rule daily life. Some tribes have matriarchal societies where women own land and pass down family names. Others believe in forest spirits, animal sacrifices, and elaborate funeral rites that can last for days. Unique marriage traditions, like wife kidnapping, often symbolic or arranged, may shock outsiders but are part of long-standing cultural heritage. Many groups wear colorful, handmade clothing with patterns that represent their identity and history. Visitors are often amazed by their hospitality and how proudly they preserve their way of life. These customs are disappearing fast due to globalization, but they still offer a rare glimpse into Vietnam's deep cultural layers. Would you ever spend time living among one of these ethnic groups? 6. Vietnam's coffee obsession, strong, sweet, and totally addictive. Vietnam isn't just one of the world's largest coffee exporters, it's also home to one of the most unique coffee cultures anywhere. Here, coffee isn't just a drink, it's a ritual, a lifestyle, and a national obsession. You'll find people sipping coffee sua da, iced coffee with sweetened condensed milk, at all hours of the day, from plastic stools on sidewalks to chic urban cafes. The coffee is strong, really strong, brewed through a metal drip filter called a fin. But what truly shocks foreigners are the strange coffee inventions. Egg coffee, yes, with raw egg yolk, yogurt coffee, coconut coffee, and even salt coffee. Locals don't just drink it, they gather around it, using it as a way to connect, socialize, and pass the time. The coffee culture reflects Vietnam's creative spirit and love for simple pleasures. Once you've had a taste of authentic Vietnamese coffee, you may never go back. What kind of Vietnamese coffee would you dare to try? 7. Vietnam feeds the world, a farming giant you didn't expect. You might be surprised to learn that Vietnam is one of the top agricultural exporters on the planet. Despite its compact size, the country produces massive amounts of rice, coffee, cashews, black pepper, and seafood. In fact, it's the world's second largest exporter of both rice and coffee, right behind India and Brazil. The fertile Mekong Delta in the south is often called Vietnam's rice bowl, supporting millions of farmers and feeding not only the nation but also many parts of the world. The country's agricultural success is rooted in tradition, with small family farms working in harmony with nature. Yet Vietnam has also embraced high-tech farming and sustainable practices, helping it stay competitive globally. Even in rural areas, you'll see farmers using drones, solar irrigation, and smart greenhouses. Agriculture here isn't just business, it's a way of life passed down through generations. Next time you sip coffee or enjoy a bowl of rice, there's a good chance it came from Vietnam. Which Vietnamese food product do you love the most? 8. The world's largest cave is hiding in Vietnam. Deep in the jungles of Phong Nha Bang National Park lies something truly out of this world. Sun Dong Cave, the largest cave on Earth. Discovered in 1991 and explored in detail only in the 2000s, this cave is so massive it has its own weather system. You could fit a 40-story skyscraper inside, and it even contains jungles, rivers, and clouds within its walls. Exploring it feels like stepping onto another planet. But getting there isn't easy. It requires a multi-day trek through dense forest, crossing rivers, and descending into darkness. Only a limited number of tourists are allowed each year to preserve the delicate ecosystem. The cave's untouched beauty and staggering scale have made it a bucket list destination for adventurers around the world. It's not just a natural wonder. It's a reminder of how much mystery still hides in Vietnam's wild landscapes. Would you dare to enter the belly of the earth? 9. Kai Rang Floating Market, where boats become shops. In the Mekong Delta, markets don't happen on land. They float on rivers, creating one of Vietnam's most iconic sights. Kai Rang Floating Market is the largest and most famous of them all, where hundreds of boats gather at sunrise to sell fruits, vegetables, and goods straight from the water. Locals steer their wooden boats loaded with pineapples, melons, and coconuts, shouting prices and bargaining across the waves. Sellers hang samples of their produce from tall bamboo poles so buyers can see what they offer from a distance. It's a scene full of color, chaos, and charm, like a floating village of commerce. These markets aren't just tourist attractions, they're a vital part of life for the people who live along the rivers. The floating market reflects the region's close relationship with water and the clever ways people have adapted to their environment. Visiting Kai Rang gives you a taste of real, rural Vietnam. No filters, no frills. Would you buy your groceries from a boat? 10. Vietnamese, a language that will twist your tongue. Vietnamese is considered one of the hardest languages in the world for foreigners to learn, and for good reason. It's a tonal language with 6 different tones, meaning the same word can have 6 completely different meanings depending on how it's pronounced. Say the word, ma, the wrong way, and you might be saying, ghost, mother, or rice seedling. On top of that, the grammar structure is unique, and pronunciation is heavily influenced by regional dialects. Northern, Central, and Southern Vietnamese sound almost like different languages to the untrained ear. The language also uses the Latin alphabet, but with dozens of accents and special marks that completely change meaning. For locals, it's second nature, but for foreigners, it's a serious brain workout. Still, learning even a few basic phrases can open doors and warm hearts. In Vietnam, effort and respect go a long way. Have you ever tried learning Vietnamese? 11. A land of many faiths, where belief systems blend freely. Vietnam is home to a fascinating mix of religions and spiritual practices that peacefully coexist across the country. While Buddhism is the most widely practiced faith, you'll also find Catholics, Taoists, Confucianists, Protestants, Muslims, and even followers of indigenous beliefs. What makes Vietnam truly unique is the way these religions blend together in everyday life. A single household might pray to Buddha, honor their ancestors, and attend a Catholic Mass, all without conflict. Ancestor worship is central to Vietnamese spirituality, with people regularly offering incense, food, and prayers at home altars. Temples and pagodas stand side by side with churches and shrines, especially in cities like Hue and Hanoi. Religious festivals are celebrated by people of all beliefs, creating a vibrant spiritual landscape. Tolerance and tradition go hand in hand here, shaped by centuries of history and cultural exchange. It's a powerful reminder that many paths can lead to harmony. What's your impression of Vietnam's spiritual diversity? 12. Festivals like nowhere else. Vietnam's colorful cultural calendar. Vietnam's festivals are more than just celebrations, they're a living expression of its deep-rooted culture and identity. The most famous is Tet, the Vietnamese Lunar New Year, when families clean their homes, give lucky money, and feast for days. Streets come alive with fireworks, flowers, and traditional dragon dances. But Tet is just the beginning. Throughout the year, the country celebrates dozens of regional and national festivals, each with unique customs. From the lantern-lit HOI and Full Moon Festival to the water splashing in the Tet Trung Tu, Mid-Autumn Festival. Each event tells a story of heritage and joy. Some festivals honor historical heroes, while others thank nature for good harvests. Food, music, costumes, and community spirit fill every celebration. These festivals connect young and old, city and countryside, past and future, all through colorful, unforgettable moments. Which Vietnamese festival would you love to experience? 13. Vietnam's travel bucket list, breathtaking places you must see. Vietnam is packed with jaw-dropping destinations that every traveler should have on their bucket list. From the towering limestone cliffs of Ha Long Bay to the ancient streets of Hoi An, the country is a photographer's dream. Nature lovers can explore Sapa's misty mountains or trek through the lush Phong Nha caves. Beachgoers will fall in love with the golden sands of Da Nang and the island paradise of Phu Quoc. For history buffs, Hu's Imperial City offers a powerful glimpse into Vietnam's royal past. In the bustling cities of Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, ancient traditions mix with modern energy in every alley and street market. Each region has its own flavor, vibe, and story to tell. Whether you're after adventure, culture, or pure relaxation, Vietnam delivers it all in unforgettable style. With such variety, it's no wonder so many travelers keep coming back. What's the one place in Vietnam you'd visit first? 14. Vietnam's food scene, delicious, cheap, and totally addictive. Vietnamese cuisine is world famous for a reason. It's fresh, flavorful, and incredibly diverse. Dishes like pho, beef noodle soup, banh mi, Vietnamese sandwich, and goi goon, spring rolls, have become global favorites. Street food culture here is unbeatable. You can grab a satisfying meal for just a few dollars from a sidewalk vendor. Every region has its own specialties, from the spicy dishes of Hue to the sweet coconut flavors of the Mekong Delta. Fresh herbs, fish sauce, and rice are the staples, but creativity is everywhere. Meals are often balanced with all five tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. Many dishes are also healthy, using minimal oil and plenty of vegetables. Sharing food is a big part of Vietnamese social life, whether it's a family dinner or a street-side feast with strangers. Eating in Vietnam isn't just about filling your stomach, it's about tasting the soul of the culture. Which Vietnamese dish would you try first? 15. Life in Vietnam, how far your money really goes. One of the biggest surprises for many travelers and expats is just how affordable life in Vietnam can be. Whether you're renting an apartment, eating out, or getting around, the cost of living is incredibly low compared to Western countries. In cities like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, a comfortable apartment can cost less than $400 a month. Street food meals go for $1 to $2, and even sit-down restaurants rarely break the bank. Public transport, motorbike rentals, and services like haircuts or massages are all budget-friendly. Healthcare is also accessible and affordable, especially in private clinics. Many digital nomads and retirees are now choosing Vietnam for its affordability and quality of life. But it's not just about money. Vietnam offers rich culture, friendly people, and unforgettable experiences. For many, it's a place where you can live well without spending a fortune. Could you imagine yourself living in Vietnam? Travel documentary outro. A journey you'll never forget. Vietnam is a land of contrasts, where ancient temples stand beside modern skylines, where chaotic motorbike traffic flows like a river, and where every corner reveals something new and unforgettable. From jaw-dropping natural wonders to vibrant street food scenes, this country isn't just a destination. It's an experience that gets under your skin and stays in your soul. Whether you're here for adventure, culture, or simply to live a better life for less, Vietnam offers something magical that few places can match. So if this documentary inspired you, why not take the next step and explore Vietnam for yourself? And don't forget, there's a whole world out there just waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment to share your thoughts, and subscribe to Taste the World with Thomas for more amazing travel documentaries just like this. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring.